I'm going to be continuing playing my Angmar Awakened campaign, playing the last quest, the Dead Realm, using only cards that were repackaged to show new players that even with a smaller card pool, their cards are good enough to beat this campaign. And that includes the core set, the 4 starter decks, Angmar Awakened Hero expansion, and the Fellowship of the Ring. I'm going to be playing with the same decks, my Sylvan deck, Elrond, Kelivor, and Galadriel. And then my Haldir deck with Baragon, Haldir, and Arwen. The starting threat for both decks are -6 because I defeated the Fortress of Despair, the Fend Off Despair 3 times. So the starting threat for the Sylvan deck is 27, and the Haldir deck is 23. For our opening hands, Nenya, Sylvan Tracker, Greenwood Archer, Feigned Voices, Valorian, Miner of the Iron Hills. And I keep that hand. Miner of the Iron Hills, Galdor of the Havens, Dagger of Westerness, Test of Will, Quick Strike, and the Duran's Ruins. I'll keep this hand as well. And now we get to search our deck for a boon and put it into our hand. And then each hero starts the game with amount of damage recorded in the campaign log, and we had no damage on our heroes at the end of the last quest. We're going to get Rivendell Skirmishers for the Sylvan deck. We're going to get the Raiment of the Second Age for the Haldir deck. 1A, The Catacombs of Carandim. Set D. Knar and LOTR of Midwinter aside, out of play. Each player reveals an encounter card from the top of the encounter deck. Each player then reanimates the top card of his deck. So we're setting these aside, out of play. And we have to shuffle in these losing time and fend off despair. And reanimated cards, or you put the top card of your deck down in front of you, and it's a 2/2/2/2 undead enemy. Sinister Dungeon. When Sinister Dungeon is explored, the first player reanimates a random card from its hand and deals Sinister Dungeon to it face down as a shadow card. And Cursed Dead. At least it's a nice time to get it with no discard pile. When revealed, put each copy of Cursed Dead in the discard pile into play, engage into the staging area. So we start off with set 5 threat in the staging area. (1B) 18 quest points. Reanimate dead or undead enemies with 2 threat, 2 attack, 2 defense, and 2 hit points. When the players advance to stage 2, all sorcery cards attached to this stage are attached to stage 2B. Elrond's Console. We're going to put a Nenya out, and she now gets the lore resource icon. I'm going to put a Lorien down onto Calibor. And now we're going to put in a Rivendell Skirmisher. And go over to the Haldir deck. Faint. I'm going to play a Duran's Ruins. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. We're going to discard the Galdor the Havens. Now we're going to play Rayman of the Second Age and put that onto Haldir. And he gets +2 attack and +2 hit points. And whenever we destroy a enemy, we get to draw a card. Now we're going to go to the questing phase. There's 6 in the staging area. We're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13. Dark Halls. While Dark Halls is in the staging area, each reanimated dead gets +1 attack and defense. A Fell Dread. The player with the highest threat must attach a Fell Dread to a hero he controls. Without a Fell Dread attached, counts as a condition attachment with the text. Attached hero willpower is reduced to 0. During the quest phase, attached hero must commit to the quest if able. We're going to put it on Calivore. So we added 2. Gets up to 7. And we quest successfully by 6. Now we're going to travel to the Dark Halls. And optionally engage this Cursed Dead with the Sylvan deck. Now we're going to use Howldigger's ability to snipe them. And we get a draw card. Now we go to the next round. We're going to put the Bow of Galadrim on the Haldir. Go over to the Sylvan deck. Tree People. We're going to play a Miner of the Iron Hills and get rid of this condition attachment. Then we're going to use Galadriel's ability to draw a card and reduce our threat by 1. Then we're going to exhaust the Olorian and reduce the cost of the next Sylvan I play by 1. We're going to put the Greenwood Archer into play for 1 and ready up Galadriel. Now we're going to class there's 4 in the staging area. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 16. Death and Calamity. When revealed, attach Death and Calamity to the current quest. Then the first player reanimates the top X cards of his deck, where X is the number of copies of Death and Calamity in play. We're going to play a Test of Will and cancel that. Another Death and Calamity. So we each put one into play. So we added no threat. So we quested successfully by 12. That puts 4 here and 8 here, bringing it up to 14. Now we deal out shadow cards. We're going to block. This one with the Miner of the Iron Hills. No shadow, he takes 1 damage. I'll block this one with Barragond. Attacking you destroys the character, it doesn't. So, no damage. Now we're going to attack with Haldir and destroy this guy. And we get to draw a card. And then we're going to attack with this guy and just attacking for 3. So he deals 1 damage to him. Now we go to the next round. We're going to spend 1 and exhaust the Lorien to put in the Nace Guide. And we're going to pick Haldir to not exhaust a quest. Then we're going to exhaust Galadriel to have us draw a card and reduce our threat by 1. We're going to discard a Elven Light to give Elrond a resource. We're going to play a Tree People, bring the Greenwood Archer back to my hand, and I get to search the top 5 cards of my deck for a Sylvan ally and put it into play. I'm going to put Orphan into play. Actually, I'm going to put the Defender of the Nace into play. Get some defense. And then I'm going to play Greenwood Archer and ready up Galadriel. Go over to the Haldir deck. Go with the Galadriel. We're going to play a Miner of the Iron Hills and get rid of this attachment. Spend 1. Play a Dwarven Tomb and bring back a Test of Will. Now we're going into the questing phase. Questing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 against 4. Death and Calamity. Each player, we have to reanimate 1 card. And Heavy Curse. Surge. Attached to the current quest. Counts as a condition attachment with the text when a player plays a card, increases cost by 1 if there's a card that has the same title in its owner's discard pile. Cursed Dead. There's 1 Cursed Dead in the discard pile, so we added 1, 2. So we quest successfully by 10. That clears this. And we go to the next stage. When revealed, add Durkanals to the staging area. Make LOTR of Midwinter the active location, returning any previous active location to the staging area. Each player reanimates the top card of his deck. So he comes into play. 5 threat, 5 attack, 5 defense, 12 hit points. Can't have attachments. And he gets +1 for each sorcery card in play, and gains indestructible if there is at least 1 sorcery card in play. And when he is damaged, if there is at least 1 sorcery card in play, cancel all damage and remove a sorcery card from the game. And when this, Decanar is in play, progress can't be placed on Alt of Midwinter. At the end of each staging step, the first player must either reveal 1 additional card from the encounter deck or reanimate the top card of his deck. Reanimated dead or undead enemies that are 2, 2, 2, 2. And when this stage is when Decanar is defeated, advance to the next stage. So we have 3 here. We're going to play a Elrond's Council to reduce our threat by 3. So we don't need to engage any of those Cursed Dead. And we're going to engage Decanar with the Sylvan deck. Now we deal out shadow cards. We're going to play a feint to stop him from attacking. We're going to block one of these guys with a Rivendell Skirmisher and discarded. Block one with the Defender of the Nace. And no damage. Block with the Miner of the Iron Hills. If this attack destroys the character, reanimate that character and deal one shadow card. So it destroys this, and now it's reanimated. We're going to block with Elrond. It doesn't destroy anything. And over here, we're going to block with Baragond. Attacking gets +3 or +3 defense. You can have +3 defense, so he's got 5 defense. Now we're going to block with the Miner. No shadow, it takes 1 damage. To attack back, we need 6, attacking for 3, 4, 5. We're going to attack with the Haldir of Lorien for 6. And he takes 1 damage, so we cancel that damage and remove this Death and Calamities. Now we're going to play a Tree People. Cost 1. And bring back a Greenwood Archer. Before we bring him back, we're going to attack for 3 and destroy this guy. Now we're going to search the top 5 cards for attack for a Sylvan ally. We're going to put in the Galdon Archer. We can deal 1 damage to an enemy not engaged with us. We're going to attack for 3 and destroy this guy. Now we go to the next round. he gets to ready up. We put destroy one of these because of these two. Galadriel's handmaiden. I'm going to use Galadriel to have us draw a card and reduce our threat by 1. We're going to put a Chieftain's Brooch on the Celeborn. Now each ally that shares a trait gets +1 willpower. We're going to discard a Bow of the Galadriel to give Elrond a resource. Then we're going to play a Greenwood Archer and ready up Galadriel. Now I'll go over to the Haldir deck. We're going to play a Quick Strike and attack this guy, and that will knock this off. All these things are removed from the game. Now there's 6 in the staging area. And we're going to quest for 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cursed Dead, there's no Cursed Dead in the discard pile. And a Skirmisher's Dungeon. So that added 5, bringing us up to 11. We can't put any progress here. And now we have to reanimate. Oh, we either have to reveal another card at the end of the, or reanimate. We'll reveal another card. Fend off Despair. So now all event cards gain Doom 1. So we quested successfully. Going into the combat phase, we don't need to engage any of the Cursed Dead. We're going to block with the miner. Attack enemy gets +1. And so that's destroyed. Now here we're going to block with Barragond. No shadow, no damage. I'm going to block with the Rivendell Skirmisher. It's removed. No damage. Block with the Defender of the Nace. Discard the defending character if there's a copy in the discard pile. There isn't. Now attacking back. We can attack back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to get rid of one of these reanimated dead. Now we go to the next round. Ladriel's Handmaiden. I'm going to put in Exhaust Olorian. Make it cost 1. And we're going to reduce the threat of the Haldir deck by 1. Go over to the Haldir deck. Determination. And I forgot to discard the Quick Strike. Now we're going to go questing again. There's a total of 13 in the staging area. 11 in the staging area. We're going to quest 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, Possession, Doom 1. Destroy the highest cost ally in play. That ally's controller reanimates that character. Adds it to the staging area and attaches possession to it. Counts as a condition attached with the text. If possession is discarded, the attached card is also discarded. So the highest cost one is Defender of the Nace. And the next one is losing time. Exhaust a hero or raise a threat by 3. We're gonna play a test will. Raise our threat by 1. On dead. So we added 6, bringing it up to 17. We can either reveal another card. Curse dead. We added another one, so I added 7. Quest successfully by 1, but no progress can be placed. So that we're going to optionally engage him here. And we're going to play before we do that, we're going to play Elrond's Consul. We lower our threat by 3, and then we raise it by 1. So we don't need to engage anybody up here. Now we deal out shadow cards. We're going to block him with the Rivendell Skirmisher and discard this. Block this guy with the Handmaiden. Discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. Resolve the when revealed effects of each sorcery card discarded by this effect. No sorcery. Now we're going to play a Feign Voices and return this to our hand to prevent him from attacking. And this guy we're going to block with Baragond. If attack destroys a character, it doesn't. Now here, this is a 4. We're going to attack with going to snipe him with Haldir. So that's discarded. Now we're going to play a Determination. Doom 1, and then we get a ready up Haldir, Baragond, and we're going to attach this to Elrond. Now we're going to attack this guy. 5. Should have 2 more on him. 6, 7. 8. 9, 10. 11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, which we're going to use as one-time ability to give him +2 because of his cunning, and that destroys him. When Angmar is defeated, advance to the next stage. If there are less than 2 locations in the staging area, search the encounter. If there isn't. Now, 3B. All enemy dead or 2222. Progress that would be placed on this quest is instead placed on locations in the staging area, divided as you may choose. At the end of the quest phase, if there are any locations in play, deal 1 damage to all characters in play. If there are no locations in play, the players have escaped, Karndim, and win the game. So we go to the next round. Unexpected Courage. Play Unexpected Courage on the Galadriel. Go over to the Sylvan deck. Exhaust Galadriel. And then you draw a card and reduce our threat by 1. I'm going to play this for 1, exhausting Olorian. Reduce the threat of the Haldir deck by 1. We'll play another one. Reduce this one of their spread again. We're going to discard it to give Galadriel a resource, and then we're going to spend that to play a Limbus and put that onto Varagon. We're going to actually put it onto Haldir. Now we're going to quest. The quest for 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 in the staging area. We're going to quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Terror in the north. Each player discards the top 3 cards of his deck. Okay. There's all of the 4 allies, 5 allies. So we added 4. And the next one is each undead enemy gets +1. So these both get +1. We added 4. We're going to put undead enemies into play because of this. And we're going to ready up Haldir with Limbus and play a Hands Upon the Bow attack for 9 and destroy this guy, minusing this off by 4 down to 15. So request successful by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That clears this, and we have 2 progress to put out, 1 on each one of these. And we have no progress, no locations left in play. At the end of the quest phase, if there are no locations in play, deal 1 damage to all characters in play. If there are no locations in play, the players have escaped Karn Doom and win the game. So there we go. Won the game, won the campaign, and shows you all new players that these cards have enough power to beat this campaign. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day. And I would say the MVPs in this one was the Chieftain's Brooch, and Hands Upon the Bow.